Alright, do you have small collections? Maybe you have a small Lego collection, Simpsons characters, figurines, or like me, hip flasks. This small cabinet build I'm going to do will be just right for you. Keep watching, see how it turns out. So what am I making out of? Well, I've got lots of these little scrap bits of black walnut, which I bought as scrap wood. It was off another YouTuber. I'll put the information about that in the description. The long pieces only had one straight edge, so I had to trim off the other side. Then it's on to cutting the top and bottoms to the correct widths. Ah yes, finger joints. This is another first for me, and even though I had watched several videos on what to do, I thought I'd be able to remember exactly what I had to do. I mean, I make it look good though, don't I? In a while you do see me realise my error and try to correct things. Since recording this, I've watched a few other videos. I'm mostly making different style jigs, so I may go make one of those for the table saw instead of the router table. And before you say use a dado stack on the table saw, here in the UK most table saws don't have the capability of using those blades. What I'm doing here is working on the two pieces that will become the back panel. I'm just trying to make the edges flat enough so that when they are glued together there's no gaps. I actually did quite well on this. Now for everyone's favourite bit, the sanding, or at least sanding the inside. I started off with an 80 grit and then went to a 120 grit. Don't worry, there is more sanding to come. As you're watching me now gluing up, just remember that I have made this cabinet to the dimensions that are right for me. But if you have large items that you want to display, then you will need to consider what it is you're going to make it for and work to those dimensions. I'm not sure why, but at times I do find the gluing stage quite therapeutic. Maybe because I really have to slow down and make sure I apply the glue to the right areas. What do you find to be therapeutic when you're making stuff? Let me know in the comments. Right, so this is where I start to correct the mistakes from the router table, because a couple of the sides ended up being above the top and bottom panels. It actually felt really good to sort this out, because it just shows that not only can I mess it up, but I can also fix it as well. Back is just a little bit narrow. See up here, it's narrow all the way down either side. When you think about it, it goes to show how good this medium range sander is. I have never had any dust particles left behind when I've used it. Well done, Makita. I've put little pieces on the end. I've cut them, little strips. There's about 3 or 4 of them in total to the backboard. And now I'm gluing the back panel on. And at this time I was actually thinking, what if I dropped it? So I'm using the same finish that I used on the recent photo frame video. I actually didn't know what to use, so I thought this would be a good idea. And yes, I am just super gluing the shelves on. There we go, one cabinet all done with my hair flasks nicely displayed. To see what it looks like with those other small collection items I had, check out these little photos. And if you want to see some other scrap projects that I've made, then check out this video and I'll see you next time.